Hello, and welcome to Real Damn Studio. Now, the first part of this that we shown for you, we went into the rebuilding of the studio from nothing. Now we're kind of getting a little more personal, which is why the Real Damn Studio name, with my being rebuilt. I've been through some health issues in the last few years. Some of us, or some of you guys have caught me about it here and there, and I've given you information. But honestly, I don't even think I've fully gone through with my children, who now live in Canada, have for a while now, and have their own children. But I don't think they have all the details to it. I know that their children are too young. So I thought this is a good way for them to find out more about me, as well as any of you that want to. And also maybe some interest in what I've been through, and maybe if you've gone through it. I feel like I'm on the mend. I'm trying to come back. Got a new vitamin supplement and everything. But what we're going to do is go through. It's going to kind of get jumpy here on the editing sometimes because I may leave subject. I probably will many times. And it makes it easier for you to cut out the unnecessary stuff. Kind of started in 2007-ish when I was working for Sears, and I was putting a Christmas tree, decorated one that was in the box, up on top of a shelf, and when I tossed it up there, it wasn't the throwing it up there as much as my arm rotated when I did it, and it popped like finger knuckles popping. Right here, it sounded like real loud. So I kind of ran to the bathroom, put water on and everything, and looked at it. Found out I had torn the muscles, the rotational muscles between my arm from here to up in here. So it doesn't rotate quite as well as it used to, or I have a lot less strength in it. About 15% less. But from that, for pain, they were giving me naproxen. I kept telling them I was having a congestion in my chest. They linked it to, I've had bronchitis for years off and on. So they just went with that. Luckily, an insurance nurse, of all people to think about it, saw the reports, called me at home, and told me she believed I was having an allergic reaction, to take some Benadryl and not take any more naproxen. It cleared up a little bit, but the problem was the whole process had put a lot of extra stress on my heart, which wasn't healthy. Someday I was going to collapse anyways. But it happened a lot earlier because of this situation. At first, when I went to the hospital, I was over here at Kennewick General Hospital. Showed up here. I was swelling up. Like my legs were really bad. I was up to 350 pounds. Went in basically because I was just swelling up. You know what was going on? Well, I found out my heart and everything was shutting down. They kept asking me, can I feel how bad my... Oh, no, I can feel a thing, except for my legs were getting real thick. They were like starting to sweat due to the amount of pressure on them. While I was in the hospital, first day it was alright. Had some problems with a doctor who wanted to put me on a stress test. I said I didn't think I could do it. I couldn't do 2 steps before I collapsed on the ground. And he was kind of chastising about, get up and do this. We got to do the test. I said, I failed the test. Leave me alone. After that, and the fact that that night the nurse who insisted my back didn't hurt, but a guy as large as me lying on one of those little hospital, and this wasn't even a full-size bed. My arms hung off the sides. I found out I also have a degenerative lower back on the spinal cord there. So it was a lot of pain. And the nurse said, no, you're not in pain, you're lying. So I had to sneak out down the hallway to the break room, grab a bunch of ice, bring it back, dump it on the bed so I could lay on it so I could get some sleep finally. She came in through a fit. I didn't really care. I was in pain. I know I'm in pain. You saying I'm not in pain just says I'm ignorant. I know the truth. I know what I'm feeling. And you are always wrong to tell me otherwise. It's the only thing I'm an expert in. Between that and the doctor I had that had me do the stress test, I said, that's it, I'm leaving. I'm not going to be in this hospital. I don't care. Doctor said, well, if you leave, you're probably going to die. And I said, well, if I stay, I'm going to die, so screw you. And I left. Went and got a new doctor and everything, went to a different hospital. They looked at me and said, oh my God, and put me on a helicopter and flew me to Spokane to a specialist. He went ahead, took care of everything. Got a first new pacemaker. One thing that's interesting is, while I was in Spokane, they wanted to do the MRI, I think it is. And I didn't fit into the tube. Especially without panicking. And my heart was questionable anyways. But they called it a can of worms. It wasn't following any pattern. And at halftime, parts of it didn't want to work. So, you know, they're talking heart transplant. I died twice in the hospital during that period. You know, the crash cart's a fun thing to be had is left in your room on a constant basis. One time, I got shocked. Or not, well, passed out one time. Gone. There's one time they said I was dead. And I saw Tilly from Oregon getting off the elevator, so I made a noise so she could hear me, and she did hear me and came running in and alerted everyone. Well, I couldn't have seen her where she was. That was interesting. Got me a new pacemaker, everything was nice. Went home, started working on my health, trying to turn it around. Started feeling constantly like I had pneumonia. I would be hot and then cold. I would put myself in the shower to freeze. It was just a mess. So I went ahead and went to all the hospitals, bounced around. No one could find out. Finally, went to a hospital. They had me swallow a camera and then knocked me out afterwards to check the back of the pacemaker. There was a small dime-sized infection on it. So flew me back, or put me in an ambulance, which drove me to Spokane. Interesting thing, I swear the ambulance is full of people, sick and dying people. I was wondering why was I making a trip with like 3 or 4 other people. They kept making noise and I was yelling at them and stuff, and they wouldn't shut up. We went all the way to Spokane. Woke up in my room later, had it explained that there was no one else on the ambulance but me. But I swear I saw other people that belonged on an ambulance or are still on it. Wonder if they're ones that didn't make it. Weird. Found out about the infection, had to pull the pacemaker, had to survive a week without a pacemaker. Died another time, put everything back together, sent me home. During the last time in the hospital, with the infection, they discovered I had diabetes. It was shooting up to a score of 600. 600. Worst part, I couldn't feel it. I didn't feel a thing different from it. But if I got close to 100, which is normal, I got sick as a dog. So I started having to take a lot of insulin. Now, I know you probably think it's 600. You should be dead. Yes, remember I said I died quite a few times. Matter of fact, during this time also, I started having situations where my heart would try to stop or something. And my pacemaker would shock me, because I also have a defibrillator. And it would hit me, and it would hurt. It's like being kicked in the chest with a horse. Sometimes it would knock you unconscious as well. Newest thing is neuropathy. Attacks the hands and the feet. I show you my feet, but my feet are basically feet in socks. I can't wear shoes because they hurt my feet too much. The act of picking up the shoe is like lifting something spiky on the top. It hurts. So we're like 3 pairs of socks, an ace bandage to give me an arch. People see me sometimes go, "Oh, you forgot your shoes." No, I just can't wear them. That's the way it goes. Trying to control my diabetes more, trying to lose weight. Made a show I want to lose 100 pounds this year. I'm going to record it to help keep me on it. And if it works, because I got a new vitamin regimen from the doctor. And we'll see how that works. It's supposed to raise my metabolism and help me out. The hard part is when you get big like this with a bad heart, you can't just go jogging to lose weight. You can't do exercise to lose weight. I do a Tai Chi stretching exercise, about 10 minutes. And that about kills me off for a while. My feet do feel better for a little bit afterwards. I've got to lose weight through, I reduce my food, what I eat, and what kinds of things I eat that are healthier for me. Plus, I'm on a Mediterranean diet. Well, we're going to see where things are going. Let's say last time I did the Real Damn Studio, I was around 330. Today I was around 225. After I'm done here, we'll go in and shoot it, and hopefully I'm right. But each time I'm going to have to go through that and admit and show what's going on with my weight. But it's to help me because really it makes me, because I don't like looking stupid on TV, helps me stay focused to it. Hopefully we'll see me get healthier, because I got a lot of stuff still to show. This Damn Studio TV's got like 20 episodes just using my stuff. We'll see how that goes. And then maybe we'll see what we're doing with the show as the next stage. I'm always looking to change things up. We're going to do more film here and there. But I'm going to use animation to give people a chance, give my talent a chance to get into reading the lines more. So, thank you. We'll see you later.